Uh-oh.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
J-Rock
There
right
we
here.
go.
I'm with two special guests today. So they're joining me in the live stream. Anybody that's watching, feel free to follow their channels. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
What's up, guys? I'm the Fragrance Runner. My real name is Eddie. A lot of people don't know that, so welcome. Thank you for letting me on the stream. J-Rock.
And nice to meet everybody. My name is Ben, and I'm at That Cologne Guy. And nice to meet everybody, and including Jesse and Eddie.
Hey,
Yeah, that introduction was a lot better than mine. I was like, oh shit, I'm on the spot here.
Yeah, we're all over the place, but hey.
Yeah,
it's all
come on.
good. It's all good.
How's everything been going for you guys lately?
Not too bad.
Season. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any compliments with your colognes now that you're just at home? With a lot of COVID-19 stuff going on?
So I don't know if you my channel. What's weird is I'm actually going around wearing the women's sampler set for Amouage during the quarantine.
How's that?
So I actually did get a compliment today, and what I'm wearing is Reflection Woman, and it's really odd because for the first hour and a half, it's very, very off-putting. I mean, you know what it smells like? Actually, it smells exactly like off, like something that you would spray for, like, you know, to keep mosquitoes away. It has a very green kind of very strong herbal note in the beginning, and then it settles down, and it settles down a lot, and I really like it after the first hour or two.
Yeah, I haven't smelled that one, but that's typical of like the higher quality stuff, you know, past like the typical designer, where it's really good notes in there. So they take a while to kind of dry down and fade away, but once they do, it's gonna linger and it's gonna hit, it's gonna stay. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, longevity is, in fact, I mean, it's still going. Yeah, it's still going strong, and I'm well into the 12th hour. So
yeah, man, that's good stuff.
Yeah, I'm what was it? Portrait Woman?
Sorry?
What was the name of it? Portrait Woman?
No, this one is Reflection Woman.
Oh, Reflection.
Yeah.
I've heard of Reflection Man as well, but I never tried it. I am a fan of Amouage fragrances.
Are you?
I like them.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
They're very unique. They stand out from the crowd. They're just doing their own thing. I don't see them following any hype trains or anything like that. Even though I have heard a few of them resemble some designer fragrances, which I'm more I'm more of a designer fragrance guy. That's what I wear more.
Yeah.
Even though I do have niche, that stuff I like wearing more. I just find it more versatile. It works better for me. But I do wear niche once in a while. I do have them a lot of times though. I wear them at home for myself.
Sure. Yeah, well, I mean, and I think all three of us are in the same boat in the sense that we're not sponsored, folks. So we get the bottles because we purchase them, and therefore we're not going to have too many niche involved.
Oh yeah, I actually just it's my birthday tomorrow.
All right,
so
take that
I bought myself a little gift.
When's your birthday?
That's my
it's tomorrow, so I purchased Black Gold Mancera. And that's like one of the bit of niche that's in my collection.
Oh man, that's a brilliant one. You're gonna you smelled it before, or this wasn't a blind purchase, was it?
Nah, a buddy sent me a sample, and I fell in love. That got me compliments like crazy.
Yeah, the Manceras are
which one, Mancera Gold?
Black Gold.
Black Gold. I haven't tried that. Is that the one with the bottles all solid black?
It's like black with it comes in like the gold. You got it, Ben?
No, I had the oud one.
The oud one, how's that one? Because I saw that one.
Yeah, I think that's the bottle you're thinking of, because that one is solid black.
Okay, yeah. I have a violet. I have oud, lemon lime, lemon mint. I mean, and what's the other one I have? Oh, Gold Prestige.
Oh, so you got a few.
And I have a few other ones, but I am a fan of Mancera as well.
Are you? I was just going to ask that.
Yeah, they're nice fragrances. I like them. I think they're totally worth not the retail price. They're like 180 retail. I don't think any fragrance is worth retail, but I think it's totally worth the online price of like $70, 80. I think.
Yeah.
You get, because you get 120 mils. You get 20 mils extra.
It's a 4.2. Okay.
They're pretty potent. So I think you totally get your money's worth. If you want to go niche, that's a perfect place to start.
Well, I was just going to ask you guys what you even. I mean, what's funny about something like a Mancera is some people might even see it as like a very, very expensive designer. Right? It's kind of on the cusp, isn't it? But they really don't do any. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but they really don't make any other. I mean, they don't make like clothes and purses, those kinds of. Mancera just does perfume, right?
Or the fragrances.
Yeah, so I guess I'd probably say it's a niche too. Yeah.
Because I was actually having this conversation with my cousin earlier, and it gets confused with things like Hermes, where Hermes does both, but it's not quite, Mancera is different.
Right. Yeah. Right. No, there you go. Because the Hermes is another one that's just probably, I would put it probably as like, the last of the designers before I get into the niche. I wouldn't. Exactly. I don't think I'd call it a niche, but it's very close, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, especially in quality.
Yeah. I mean, Mancera is brilliant. The thing about Amouage, what's interesting about Amouage, for better or for worse, is about 2016 they started to kind of go to. They kind of seem like they're trying to go into a little bit more of the designer realm. I mean, I'm a huge Amouage fanboy up until 2015. Yeah, I see some stuff appearing here on the screen. I'd like to see Amouage stay as original as possible.
Yeah, and it's crazy because you see, like, not to put any designers on blast, but like Gucci trying to branch out and do that kind of crazy out there. Sant DNA that Amouage was known for, so they came out with that green one. I forgot what it was called.
Gucci Guilty.
No. It was after that. It was. Oh,
was it after?
It was the almond based one where it has like almond, 2 different jasmines in there.
Everything's been going good. Hope you're staying safe out there, Rick.
Breaks sense.
Rick is a civilized redneck. I think he went out on a camping trip somewhere. So
really,
at least he's out in nature. You probably there's probably not a lot of people out there. I really don't know. Sant of the days. Yeah, so we were just talking about that right now. Ben here, he was wearing Amouage. And what were you wearing, Eddie?
Yeah, what's your Sant of the day?
So I wore it on purpose. I got kind of a little tradition. It's ultra male. And I just wear it every time, like this time of the year around my birthday, just because it's like tradition. I wear my blue jean jacket, my ultra male, and just kind of kill it with that. I wore that to work and it hit pretty good. So
ultra male still. The original Lamar still bangs. It
exactly.
It really does. Yeah.
I still smell it once in a while when I'm in. Say I go to a bar or a concert somewhere where it's like a lot of people. You're still gonna catch a few whiffs of it. There's gonna be a few people wearing it.
It's always gonna hit. I promise you. So
I mean, that's the kind of the thing about the really, really popular ones. I mean, I don't think you should use it against them that they're popular. I mean, it's not their fault that they've made a fantastic scent, right? I mean.
Yeah, because when you think about it, it's like light blue, Aqua de Gio, EDT, like all of these EDT.
Yeah,
those are the top sellers.
Yep.
Yeah,
I agree. I think that's more of a fragrance community thing, because when fragrance is popular, you see it on video so much you get tired of seeing it. So it's nothing like a fragrance. It's just you get tired of seeing it in videos, but in real life, you're not seeing those fragrances every day. You're not smelling them every day. You catch a person once in a while because they're popular, but.
Yeah, good point.
When they say, everyone around here smells like Dylan Blue, that means they smell like one person all week.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, and like you said, too, they're making it a comment on a discussion board in Fragrantica, right? Or Base Notes. Are you guys on Fragrantica or Base Notes?
I'm on neither.
Yeah, really?
I'm barely on
Fragrantica, but I do use Fragrantica for to see the notes and stuff like that.
Sure.
Or sometimes I use Base Note too, but I find myself going more to Fragrantica for the notes.
Yeah.
And just smelling the fragrance, see if I find any of those notes. But I don't really have a profile on either. Hey, Titan Fragrance, a good guy, Titan Fragrance. Noel Cruz, you guys might know him from the fragrance groups.
Mm-hmm.
If not, check out his channel, Titan Fragrance. He has some great content.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Subscribe. Because, man, I'm like barely in frag and stuff, so I jump in and out. I'm kind of random.
Well, that's totally cool. How long have you had the channel?
Anything popular, it's popular to hate on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I've had a channel since late 2017.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got mine in 2019, so I have a year with it. A year would have done.
That's awesome. I also started 2017 was my first, but then as far as about 2 years ago that I went to the every Friday, the once a week episodes, and I just keep it regular that way. So
Yeah, man, I could tell because your setup is awesome. You got that whole radio room vibe, and I can listen to you for hours. You could just
He has
describe
that radio voice. That's what I
Well,
like
thank
about
you.
it. Kind of when I heard
Thank
him,
you.
I was
I
like, this
I
guy looks like
appreciate
he
that.
could be in the radio.
I
Yeah, man.
I constantly need to work. Well, I appreciate that. This is coming from a guy who, if I'm not mistaken, it's 10:15 on your end. So your birthday is within what, 2 hours, right?
Yeah, man.
So,
I don't know what's gonna go down because I told Jay like around 11ish I might hop off just to give the family. My brother's gonna get up in a bit and stuff.
Sure.
But if you guys are gonna be streaming for a good while, I'll definitely come back. And
Yeah, we're planning to go at least maybe 1 hour, maybe two, somewhere in between. I don't like to go more than 2 hours so that people can watch the replay.
Sure.
I feel you matter of fact, when you told me about the 5-6 hour live streams, I was
Really?
thinking like, yo, those people like 3 hours in who are like, yo, go back and watch the replay. I'm like, hell no, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, because they can run long. Sometimes I like letting them play. If I'm like cleaning or exercising, I just let it play in the background, and I'm just listening to it while I'm doing other stuff.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I do. That's usually how I absorb live streams. Like,
Hey, Danielson, that's a big player in the
oh
Fragrance.
man,
You see him everywhere.
Danielson.
He's very
That's
active,
awesome.
Very active.
I actually enjoy the fact that I can see all the comments coming in on the screen here. So this is fun.
I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah,
man. Danielson is a
really like
treasure.
about the program as well.
Well, I feel like when we do this next time, I need to bring a stronger game as far as my drink because sparkling water just doesn't cut it, right?
I was just thinking the same because I want some like whiskey or like.
Yeah. No, I had some cognac here. Some friend that lives upstairs in the building.
Yeah.
He called me out of the blue. He goes, "Hey, you like Hennessy, don't you?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, I remember you liking Hennessy." He goes, "You don't want to buy a bottle?" And I was like, "How much you trying to sell it for?" He goes, "Give me $20." He goes, he goes, "I don't drink," and they gave it to me as a gift. And it's Hennessy Privilege, which is like, like 60 bucks.
Oh, exactly.
Downstairs.
We'll have to have like maybe we'll do like a drinking theme where each like one episode will be whiskey and then beer and then we'll have to do it that way.
I actually got like a video here that I'm planning with like boozy notes and fragrances.
Oh, cool.
So we could do that on a live stream. Like if you guys got some fragrances with like boozy notes, like Sage Man Pre-Vape, whiskey, same bars.
We'll review drinks.
Yeah.
We'll review drinks. We'll talk about how it tastes and
right? We're gonna get drunk on fragrances.
I was gonna tell you guys something about as far as like that's so true about when a fragrance gets too popular, people hate on it.
Yeah.
Or people ride the bandwagon and it could do no wrong. That's the problem with some stuff is you're extremist. Like I was on a live chat last time and they were doing a live stream and they were talking about Trump. Now, I agree with some of the stuff Trump does and I disagree with some of it, but I do that with any president. In general, I'm kind of against politics. I think they're all like just out for themselves for the most part. So there was this thing where I posted on Facebook. I posted something about Trump. I go, man, like this guy's really dropping the ball on this COVID-19 stuff. I was like, why isn't he closing down the airports? He should be doing that, right? And people started attacking me. Oh, you just hate Trump. I go, you guys been following me for years, and this is the first comment I ever made about him. I go, I don't hate that guy. I just made a comment about one specific thing. And they're like, no, he shouldn't do that, this and that. And now that he did that, now that he closed the airports, now they're like, oh, that was genius. I was like, I told you guys that months ago, and you were saying that I'm a hater for saying he should close the airport.
Well, you might have to consider an independent run, Jesse.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, but for me, it was like, when you see people like that, they're clearly biased. They're always going to argue for him, no matter what he does. They're like social justice warriors. Anything you say about Trump, they're going to jump to the rescue. And you have your extremists on the other side, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna hate on him no matter what he does.
Yeah, I every once in a while I feel moved to make a Facebook comment. I also try my best to stay out of it, and every once in a while I'll feel moved to make a comment, and then as soon as I put one, I usually remember why I try not to in the first place.
It's crazy because
people have their view, they have their take, and
to me. It's like I don't mind. I mean, we all have different opinions on stuff, But when someone is clearly biased, always agreeing with that person no matter what they do, or always disagreeing no matter what they do, then you know that person, you can't take their opinion serious because they don't have a mind of their own.
It's crazy. Do you guys remember the NPC?
Yeah, it's like the same with fragrances. It's the same in the community. When someone always
like
goes with the hype. Yeah.
No, I don't know what you guys think of. If you've have you tried Creed Aventus?
Yeah.
No,
I
tried. I have a clone here, but I've never tried the actual.
I mean, I finally got a couple samples, and I mean, I truly enjoyed it. But was I completely blown away like I was for something like Amouage Jubilation 25? No, I wasn't, and the longevity and projection was hardly anything. I mean, I had to bathe in it, and I still only got like 4 to 6 hours. So, I mean, each person should really just try and wear the ones they really like, regardless of hype.
Yeah, and I can see that.
There's people that are like into Creed. No matter what Creed brings out, they're gonna say it's amazing. And like when someone becomes a fanboy or something, that's fine. We're all fans of like sports and stuff. Even when our team's bad, we still think they're good. Like, so that's fine. But you can't take their opinions too serious after that, because they're talking from emotionally, and not with their brains. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you kind of have to like, don't go out and buy something just because they said, like, just because they hyped it up, because you gotta. You gotta realize that stuff, that some people are attached to certain brands or a certain fragrance, that it was their signature scent or whatever. So they're looking at it through different. They're not looking at it logically.
Exactly, and then when you consider that, if we're talking upper level designer or niche, you're looking at minimum $100 bill. So you don't want to blind buy something and then not like it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Totally, especially with niche, because niche. It's very divisive. Niches, they're made for very specific occasions. So you're either gonna like it or you're not.
Yeah.
It's they're kind of meant for it's something you're just gonna wear once in a while. It's not a bottle you're gonna go through in a year. Like, it's stuff you're gonna wear for important occasions. That's why you're buying something a little more expensive.
Right. No, and I was actually, that's what I was going to say. In my own, when I do the reviews, I try my best to get through the occasion section, but quite frankly, and in the end, I don't really, I go with what I like. End of story. And so it's a little difficult sometimes to think of like office versus evening wear versus weekends. Formal, informal. I mean, wear what you like. But I know some people really, really look for that, so I try to include that section. But in the end, I just, wear what I feel like wearing that day.
Yeah, exactly. At the end, you're gonna throw on a winter fragrance in summer if you feel like it.
Yep, exactly.
That's what the masses do, regardless.
I wore pigmentation, man, in the summer. Wow. I was like, I'm gonna throw this shit on, and I was walking around, and they got up there. It got to like about 100, 102.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, like I was like, I fucked up. I shouldn't have wore this.
Yeah, you probably felt like you had a fragrance blanket on you.
Yeah. No, it wasn't actually too like overpowering.
Really?
But what it did is it started giving me like my skin started itching. And whenever I wear it in the cold, or when it's somewhat like, it's like a little one but not too bad, it doesn't do that. And when I had it out in direct, like in sunny sunlight and bright sunlight, it started kind of giving me like a rash on my hand here and on my neck. I was like, it's in the spots where I sprayed.
Sure.
Yeah, those are real oils in there.
Yeah.
It's tough though. Every once in a while, when you get a really, really nice freshie, and then it doesn't last. That's
honestly, just spray the hell out of those.
Yeah, exactly. Or reapply. I mean,
blind buy and attend your important meetings. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to smell like an animalic oud to impress your boss.
Yeah.
The thing with blind buying is that people don't understand like the severe, I guess, factor of that. It's about the consumer. It's about the consumer's need versus their opinion. Because working in the fragrance industry, like that's the number one thing I did when I trained people and all that stuff. It was never ever about my opinion. Like, my opinion doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. So when I review a fragrance, it's more about guiding the fragrance to its target demographic versus, like, hey, I hate this fragrance, I love this fragrance. That doesn't matter. A review should be, unbiased, and I encourage people to take a look at that when reviewing their fragrances, because one is going to produce more videos, because then all of a sudden, the fragrances you might not have looked at in one way, you're going to look at it in a mass perception, be like, who could appreciate this?
Absolutely.
And when you're, when it comes to blind buying, especially like, with my audience, I will feel terrible if they buy something they don't love. So, that's kind of like my big thing, customer service kind of, but translated into the internet.
Exactly. You don't want anybody to have buyer's remorse and then they don't come back. So
yeah, that's why. Yeah, me too. Like me, I would wear certain things. And yes, there is some stuff that I smell it. I smell it now, and I find myself enjoying it. And I know in my head, I'm like, I would not have liked this when I was 21. When I was 18, I wouldn't rock it. But now that I'm older, I'm like, you know what? I could get behind it. So you kind of gotta point that out in your videos. People say you shouldn't point out the age and stuff, which I get where they're coming from. There is something to that, but the people watching, you don't know what age group they are, so you gotta point it like, hey, if you're 21 or 22, you might really like this. To me, it's not really my jam, or I really like this, but I'm 30 and you might be 20 or whatever it is, so you might not like it. Keep that in mind. So always let them know so they could keep that in mind.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on. I mean, in other words, we can wear whatever we like, but in the end, in the reviews, we have to include what we think would be the target audience, right? In terms of age group, because I mean, those things matter, don't they? I mean,
exactly. There's also the vibe to the general public. The general public and the masses, you got a different perception than us in the fragrance community. So, we gotta let them know, hey, this is a teenager scent.
Exactly. Right. I have to tell you guys, you might, Jesse could, if you see me disappear, it's because he just gave me the axe, but no pun intended, but I actually am going to review a couple of acts. I actually like a couple of them.
Well, actually, in my opinion, they're great for the gym.
Yeah.
Back when I used to, when I was younger, and I used to go to the gym, that's what I threw on before the gym. I threw X on, left it in the car, and threw it on when I came out of the gym. They last you about like an hour, 2 hours. You come out, throw it on again.
Hey man, I wear anything I like. So
I'll say that's me with the body sprays. I have them somewhere over there. Michael Jordan body sprays.
Wear them much now just because I have fragrances. So why wear that when I have something else to throw on?
Yeah.
But if I only had 3 or 4 colognes, I would still definitely rock the Axe. It's great after the shower as well. I think for what they cost, $4, whatever. Like I think they're a great deal. They're not bad smelling, and they're a mass appealing type of scent. Like people will be like, oh, what did you just throw on? Like, oh, that body spray.
Yeah, and then that's some versatility,
Yep. Yeah. Good word.
Yeah.
Now, Titan Fragrance was saying he blind buys a lot. Do you guys find yourself when you started a channel, you blind buy a lot more? Like, would that be something you would normally do before you started collecting?
Eddie, you go first.
I mean, because I was working at the fragrance shop, so I had like hundreds at my arsenal already. So I've been blessed. I say this on my channel all the time. I've been blessed. My whole collection, everything.
Take care, Noah. Been good having you.
Yeah. So a few of them that I do blind buy, I kind of just do it off of the notes that I know I like. And, it's kind of like hit or miss. If it's a miss, then it's whatever.
On my end, I mean, completely blind buy, not usually. I'm just not in a financial situation I can buy that off. I will say this, though. If I get one and there's a flanker of it and I really like the original, a lot of times I will just pick up the flanker, a total blind buy. Or if a subscriber mentions one that's similar to one I reviewed and he or she really liked it, I've done that too, where I just went ahead and grabbed that as a total blind buy. And so far I've liked everyone. In fact, I've only traded, I've only gotten rid of one fragrance ever. So,
Oh man!
Have you ever tried Frank Olivier Blue Touch?
Yeah.
I have not.
No, try it out, man. I know you're a fan of Aqua di Gio, right?
Yep.
That's what it is.
It's like Aqua di Gio.
Really?
It's like $20. It's not exactly like Aqua di Gio smelled 15 years ago.
So it's not okay. So it's all right. So it's not that. What is it? Perry Ellis 360, the red bottle, right? Isn't that?
No, it's not that one.
Okay.
Hold up.
All right. Well, he means business. He's actually going to go and get the physical bottle. Right?
He is.
No, I don't even pretend. I know I should probably come up with a niche, but no, Aqua di Gio is my definite signature.
No, that's my number one.
Cool. It looks like this one, but it's blue. I have it up there. I just don't want to look through my.
That's how they have a whole.
Yeah, but it looks like this. This is the Oud Vanille, but there's one called Blue Touch, and it's a blue bottle, but it looks like this. They're like $15-$20.
Okay, I will certainly look that up.
Exactly like it smells better than the if you go to the mall and buy Aqua di Gio right now,
Yeah.
this one that's in that bottle smells better. It lasts longer and it smells the same but better. It smells like Aqua di Gio smelled 15 years ago.
Yeah. What was it?
Reformulated.
2000, like
So
16 or
it costs less
17
and
was
it
the
smells the
last
same.
reformulation.
Yeah, so definitely when you run out of your bottle, check that one out. It's super
Okay.
cheap and it does the same thing and it lasts longer.
Perfect.
That's
Well,
my
I
mama
appreciate
last
that.
bottle. Good to know, man. Good to
Yeah,
know.
this one is supposed to be this one is called Urbaneo. It's supposed to be a clone of Satin Mood by MFK.
Oh,
It's supposed to be a clone of that. It's also like $20. This one's really good. It's nice for winter.
well, I was going to ask you guys too, in terms of notes or even just types of fragrances like freshies or florals or whatever, or oriental spice. I mean, do you guys have a certain type of scent or note that you gravitate to, or is it really just totally open?
You see, I was gonna ask you this, so I definitely want to hear your answer after me and Jay go through. But it's like because I got into the whole expanding and getting into all the fragrances, I love all of them. So it's more about the notes that I don't like.
Sure.
And even then, so like things like maybe a violet leaf, I'll try to avoid.
Okay.
Because when it comes to oriental spices, freshies, all of them, I kind of appreciate them and learn to use them in any situation.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, like it was actually one fragrance that I remember. I actually saw one of your reviews, Jay. Senga's Umo, the violet leaf one. And I remember I laughed my ass off at your title because you were like, "What the hell is an aquatic aqua?"
Yeah, an aquatic violet or something.
An aquatic violet, and because that shit smells like Aqua di Gio, but just a little bit hollowed out, and that's because it's violet. And I'm just like, I don't know, it put me off I don't know, is it violet?
I got some violet. It's like a watery violet. It's very transparent.
Yeah.
It's not a waxy, florally violet.
I don't know,
but my friend tried it. Yeah, my friend tried it. He didn't like it at all, and I really like it for the $20 it cost. I was like, wow, this is really good. He tried it. He's like, oh, this is garbage. He's like, what the hell is this? So we all have different tastes.
Yeah, me too.
Loved Invictus, and I don't like Invictus. And he was like,
man, I love it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's good, because a lot of people don't.
Do you? I absolutely love Invictus.
Yeah,
I knew he was. I had a strong suspicion he was gonna like Invictus because I smell that a lot around here, and I don't say that about any fragrance.
Sure.
If you watch my videos, you never see me say you smell that everywhere. You smell this everywhere.
Right.
Invictus, whenever I'm like in a mall or somewhere crowded where there's a lot of people passing by and stuff, I always get a whiff sooner or later of Invictus. I'm like, man, people here are always wearing it.
I know, but see, that's one of its strengths, I think. When you smell Aqua di Gio and when you smell Invictus, and somebody, when somebody walks by, you know that it's that, and so that's what I particularly like about it.
Invictus is definitely a popular scent DNA, and a lot of times you might not be smelling Invictus, but in my mind it's Invictus. It might be like a clone or something that smells like it.
Yeah,
but it's still the same scent DNA. People like that scent DNA around here.
Yeah. What do you guys think of Sauvage?
I used to, when I first smelled it, I did not like it, but the more I smelled it lately, it's growing on me. I'm kind of enjoying it. Yeah, like I got a little decant, and the more I wear it, like I wear sometimes, and I'm like, you know what, it's not that bad. I think the first times I tried it like 2 or 3 times at the store, and every time I tried it, I was like, no, I can't do it. It smells bad.
Yeah.
But the more I wear it, I get used to it, and I'm like, you know what, it's really not that bad. I think what turned me off initially is just that it was so strong, and I was like, put off by it.
So the crazy thing about Sauvage is that I promise you guys, it's simply a bergamot and pepper mix. It's 2 peppers being blended together, but a lot of people confuse that for the ambroxan though. So you have fragrance when you're saying, oh, it smells ambroxany and all stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Really? Okay. No, I would have included myself in that. I did not know that. I thought it was the ambroxan.
The ambroxan is a very airy note, and that's what gives it the overwhelming synthetic kind of the strength. Because I rubbed it on before, hugged girls, like, oh, that smells kind of, But I
like that. I got a strong chemically,
that's the ambroxan.
Metallic smell. I was like,
and that's the ambroxan right there.
Is it okay? I see.
I'm like, you know what? It's not that bad.
Because it's a synthetic compound that's meant to elevate the fragrance and extend the performance of, the initial bergamot. That's why the Sauvage scent DNA is so linear. And a lot of people who got into fragrance around that time swear that every fragrance has to be linear, where the first 15 minutes should last. Because, it's the top hard base. But a lot of
Exactly.
people, yeah, Sauvage has gotten people to think otherwise and stuff like that. So you got a lot of, especially the masses too. They'll be like, "Oh, this lasts 15 minutes," and I'm like, "Well, of course it does, man. Like, that's only the top note. You gotta let
Yeah.
it dry down and breathe, like the Amarage
What else,
Reflection
Trey
Woman."
said? Yeah,
But that
I
one that one
like
stays that one smells the same regardless, right?
Yeah.
Your point is with
Yeah,
Sauvage, doesn't it smell the same throughout?
exactly. But with the
Yeah,
Reflection
it doesn't
Woman, you know
change
how you
much.
get that greenness in the beginning, how you were
Yeah.
saying, and then it fades away. Yeah, so that breathes and transforms versus
Okay.
Sauvage that's just linear all throughout, where it kind of just the bergamot kind of smooths out a bit, but it's still generally the same throughout the dry down.
I see. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
kind
the
of
more I try it,
one of
I'm
the
liking it.
things that's important for me is I try hard. I don't think. See, here's the thing: when it comes to music and when it comes to colognes, I don't like to get used to something because let's face it, it's our hobby. It's our we're fascinated by this stuff. So eventually, we could get used to practically anything.
Yeah.
So I don't. I really go off my off the cuff first initial impression. Right now, one exception I will say. And I was going to ask you if you guys could come up with one too, but if not, but the one exception to that, it was Christian Dior's Fahrenheit, and I will say I did not like it. Didn't I never bought it, and then a few years back I finally took the plunge, and it works really well on my skin. And I will say, like the oil rubber note really is toned down, probably because of reformulation. But that would be my choice. Is like the one time I didn't like something, and then I changed my mind.
Yeah, you made a really solid point there. You just said, because a lot of people say, oh, it needs to grow on you. Just give it a few wears, wear it a week or two, and you'll get used to it. And you made a really solid point. It's better to go off when you try it once or twice, go off that opinion, because if you have to wait till you get used to a fragrance, then how you said, eventually you get used to any smell. And
Yeah,
when
I
you
mean
walk by and
we
people
love this
smell
stuff.
you, they're not gonna be around you 3 weeks straight till they get used to it. They're just gonna
Yeah.
talk 5 minutes, and you already made a terrible first impression. You know what I mean?
And the crazy thing about that is that it comes down to personal taste and about getting to know yourself, really. Because let's say you got Fahrenheit and you rock it in the middle of the summer, a lot of people get put off. Then they come around in the fall, and instead of spraying it way too close, they spray it more dispersed, so it's a more even mist, so they don't get that heavy gasoline smell. And then all of a sudden they love it. So it's all about trying it in different occasions, because we're not stoic to the point that we're more dynamic as people, and that's why people like years later end up loving a fragrance, and they'll be like, "Oh snap, I've grown."
Dr. Fragkenstein says, right? Dr. Fragkenstein says, Sauvage feels like a peppery metallic scent to me. I get some of that too, like I get like a metallic and like a soapy vibe. From
Yeah, but you could detect the notes in it.
And there's no denying it's a compliment getter for sure.
It really is. And so is 1 million. So is 1 million.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
Like it or not, it works for everybody else around you.
I love them all. And it's crazy. Mr. Cheap Sense in the house. What's up, brother? Trust Sense in the house too. What's up? I haven't checked the comments. I'm like over here.
Actually,
you guys got my attention right now. I'm over here like having a great time.
Okay. Actually, I can see more now because this is only my second time using this, so I can see the live comments off to the right now.
To the right. Yeah, I'll say on the right there.
That's cool.
Right, there should be there. Yeah, I like I'm liking Sauvage enough now where I think I'm gonna buy a bottle. If I find it at a deal I like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to spend $80 on it or anything. But if I find it at a deal I like, I'm like, you know what? I'll go ahead and buy it.
Sure.
The EDT.
There's a Rayanne Tradition, the same one who made the Insurrection Pure 2. It's called Rayanne Tradition 1, and it's an eau de parfum version of the EDT Sauvage. It came out around the same time as Sauvage. I promise that it's like one of my most complimented scents, low key.
Really?
It's pretty much Sauvage without the Ambroxan.
Okay.
So it's awesome. And that's why I keep telling people, like, yo, you can literally go to your stove, put some bergamot or even an orange and some pepper, and it's gonna smell like Sauvage. Like that's the genius of Sauvage. It's so simple yet so effective on the masses that's why I was able to break through and become a top selling fragrance out of nowhere.
Well, speaking of so simple but yet so pleasing, what do you guys have you ever smelled Terre d'Hermes?
Oh, that's one of my favorites, bro.
Is it okay? That's I thought it was. I mean, for those of you guys who are checking out the channel, we just met before we started recording. So, but something told me that Terre d'Hermes might have been along your lines. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Terre d'Hermes is a popular one in the groups. I've never tried it, and I'm not. I mean, if I stumble upon it, I might try it at the store or something. But it's nothing that I'm like eager to go try out or to blind buy because it's kind of expensive too. So it's
Yeah,
just like there's so many fragrances out there. You can't try them all. So
Yeah.
narrow it down to the ones I'm more interested in.
Sure.
yeah. And Hermes got a lot of great stuff. They got a rhubarb one that's just fantastic, and that's on my wish list. Speaking of fragrances we want to get, I
What
forgot what
snacks
it's
you
called.
working with, Dr. Fragrance? What snacks you got?
Snacks absolutely on deck.
Cool. uh, actually, I must tell you, Jesse, I admire your ability. You have a lot of comments and a lot of people showing up to the show, and that's really cool. Kudos to you, man.
Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, that's what it's about. Trying to get to meet new people all the time. I always randomly message people like, "Hey, would you like to come on?" To get to know everybody in the community.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Huge respect to that. Like, because you hit me up right away ASAP. Everybody's always trying to be like all extra with it and stuff like that. He was like, yo, stream. I'm like, bet. I'm in. Shit. Let's get it.
Yeah. I wasn't
Yeah.
aware that there's a lot of like behind the scenes politics and stuff going on in the groups. And I'm
Yeah.
not like that. I'm just like, I'm just randomly message
Really?
someone. And sometimes I ask them ahead of time if I feel like they might have drama on their channel or something. I ask them first, like I'm planning to bring another person. I'm like, do you get along with them or not? Because some people don't like each other, right? So you don't
Wow.
want to. You don't want two people
Really?
hopping on. They got in a fight over Credo Vences or
Wow. I mean, all
That's
of
what
this
I
stuff is so
figured.
subjective, so that'd be kind of odd, right?
You'd
Yeah.
be surprised. Some people will stop talking to each other because you don't like the same cologne.
Oh man. I mean,
Eva Odenkin, I just gotta say that last comic with the Superman and Dr. Manhattan, that shit was dope. I forgot the name of it.
Superman and Dr. Manhattan, is that on Netflix?
No, it was a comic book, bro.
Oh,
Like,
a comic book, Dr. Manhattan.
yeah, he's
Dr.
talking about the
Manhattan.
comment that just came up. Yeah.
yeah, the comic you highlighted, I just saw. I wanted to show him some love real quick. I'm like, hey, bro, we out here.
Oh, Manhattan, the guy from
Watchmen.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, that name sounds so familiar.
Hell yeah, when he's always flinging his little, around.
I just saw that Dr. Fragrance said that he has Terre d'Hermes Eau Très Fresh, and I'd have to say I like that one as well. That was good. I'm gonna get either the original or one of the flankers eventually.
What do you think of those Terra d'Hermes? Would it work for someone in their 20s? I haven't smelled them myself, but what do you think of someone in their 20s can rock it?
No doubt.
They could if they wear it around their little teenage friends and stuff like that. It's iffy because they like the sweet and stuff like that. But it's still good quality cologne. Like they're gonna smell better.
Yeah. Because sometimes you could wear something that you're like, I could wear this. I like it, but it's not gonna. Everybody around you that's your age is your group.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be like, what
No,
are you doing?
I would say it's college and up. I mean, I would say
exactly college and up because like. You have some high schoolers trying to wear like Terre d'Hermes, Obsession, Calvin Klein, the strong stuff, even Blue de Chanel perfume. And it's like, settle down, like.
Yeah.
You trying to get your teacher? You trying to get Miss Wilson? Miss Wilson on a date right quick? Hell
yeah. No. You got to start with Nautica Voyage first and then move
exactly.
up.
Anybody that's like 21, in between 14 and 21. Don't spend $100 on a fragrance. Don't spend even $80 on a fragrance. Get some stuff that's $20, $30. It'll still smell good.
Yeah.
You don't need to be rocking anything that expensive at that age. That money, because listen, you have less money. That money can go elsewhere. Take your girlfriend out to the movies. Buy some new Jordans. Like spend it on other stuff.
Yeah. Especially if it's a blind buy, right? I mean, especially.
Oh. Yeah. Before I started making a channel, I would never blind buy anything. I go out in the store, try them on, smell them, leave, come back next time, spray a few times, walk around the mall with it or something. See how I like a fragrance?
Yeah.
It'll take a while before I take the plunge and buy something.
Before I started my channel, the last blind buy I did before the channel was Bulgari's Man in Black, and I have to say I have zero buyer's remorse on that one. I absolutely love Man in Black. That is Bulgari's an interesting house, isn't it? Because I don't know if you guys, but for me, they started off with a lot of fragrances that they would smell good, but they wouldn't last on my skin.
You like BBL?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes. Yeah. That was
Aquatic Marine before the Aqua series.
Yes, it was.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yep,
Yeah.
I own a bottle, and I have to say, especially if you want to talk about a great choice for the high schoolers, right? That's a perfect one. That's a
Yeah,
really nice one for the summer. Yeah,
when it dries down, like girls love it, bro. Like
they do,
love
and I got the what do you
Is that
call
the
it, like
one that
the
smells
whole
like Pipe
set?
Bomb?
it. And
No,
the original BBL is like a square with kind of angled a little bit. It's
yeah.
blue and it's got BLV on the front or BVL, one or the other.
BLV, yeah, it's
BLV, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's so annoying how Bulgari has the the V, the Roman V
Yeah.
instead of the U.
I'm like, come
And
on, guys.
yeah, it's just like what do you when you put it in the search engine and things, it's like, come on, just put a U. It's a little
Yeah.
pretentious, but hey, besides that, good colognes.
Yeah. Matter of
I
fact,
have I like Amara. I tried the
I was gonna ask
original Aqua, Bulgari Aqua, and Bulgari Marine.
because
Yep.
that's the review I saw
was
back
like,
there.
I sold them. I was like, they're okay, but I was like, I'd rather have the money and buy something else.
Really?
Because I saw you talk about Bulgari Marine, and I was wondering, like, way back when, because you dropped that video a long time ago and stuff. So I was like, it's been a minute. But I
Yeah.
remember you saying that it didn't last on you.
Yeah, that's what I didn't like about it. The smell.
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
'Cause it sticks on
But
me.
I got like 3 hours out of it.
Nah.
Me too with Aqua.
Good.
In fact, yeah, I bought Bulgari Aqua at an airport, and I loved it. I love that scent. And seriously, after 2.5 hours of just bathing in it, I mean nothing. Even if I'm putting on my clothes, and I finally got through the bottle, but I stopped buying Bulgaris for a long time. And then when I got Men in Black and then the BLV or Blue, those kind of started me back on the Bulgari train, so to
Have
speak.
you tried Bulgari Black, the one with the hockey puck?
Yes, I have.
I know you like that one.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's solid. The only thing about that one though is, for me personally, I certainly like it. It's just that I don't know that it stands out in that market. You know,
It's unisex, and it smells a little bit like the leather fragrance from Tom Ford, the one they came out with lately.
You know what smell I get from it? I get a medicinal vibe. It smells like NyQuil, the
okay,
black NyQuil, not the red one.
right.
It's because it's a synthetic
It's
leather.
rubber.
Is it like eucalyptus or something like that, or what?
It's a
That
synthetic
that
leather.
might be something like that gives it that smell.
Is that what it is? Okay.
I like it because it's unique and it's kind of interesting to me, but it's not something I would really wear in my day-to-day life very often. I would wear it more at home just because I like the smell. But in my day-to-day,
I see.
I don't find a lot of occasions for it, so I think it's a fragrance that will last me a long time.
Sure.
If you like that one, I recommend the Tom Ford one. It's the new leather one. I forgot what it was called.
I don't. I don't know that one. I'm not too familiar with Tom Fords, actually. I need to up my Tom Ford game.
Ford. I can't believe I forget the name.
We will get you compliments. It's like the scent DNA itself is really good. It's
Oh,
solid.
ombre noir, of course. Ombre leather.
Ombre
Okay.
leather? I have.
Yeah,
You think it smells like ombre leather?
It smells like a synthetic ombre leather, the Bulgari black.
Yeah,
If you
I have
like
ombre
Bulgari
leather.
black,
And I feel it
Go to
smells
ombre
good.
leather. Because
I've not had a Tom Ford, and I've also not had what are those? Is it Bond number 9? Is the one? Was it the New York? Was it like Bleecker Street? And what's the house? Is it just Bond?
Rockefeller, Bond number 9, yeah.
Yeah.
And they go
So
back, Dubai. They have a few.
yeah, I
have
want
a few
to check
Tom
that house
Fords and
out.
a few Bond number 9s. If you ever want to, I just ordered some decants. So I must try to sell a little bit of each bottle. I'm gonna decant out a few. So if you ever want to buy something, message me.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds perfect, because I'd like to know a little bit more about that house, because a couple of recommendations have come up lately.
Tuscan leather.
Yeah.
Tuscan leather, terrible. Yeah, I'm not really looking to make profit off it or anything. I'm just gonna sell them at as cheap as I can without losing any money, because I know I like buying the 100 ml bottles, but now that I have so many fragrances, I'm never gonna go through a full 100 ml. So I'll decant 30 mils out, a few decants or whatever.
So that's what I was going to ask you. I wanted to ask you a question. When you recently you were practicing in the last episode with your the green screen, or right? Am I using my terminology right? Where you had the picture?
Green screen.
Yeah, the green screen. So are those? Is that a picture? Are those your colognes?
No, that's the green screen.
Okay, I was gonna say. I knew it was a picture, right? I knew it was a picture, but I was like, is that a picture of his collection? Because if it is, then that's very impressive.
Yeah, now I'm looking like Titan fragrances, where he has a whole shelf on the back. Now my shelf is a bunch of comic books. I got a bunch of comic books back here.
It really,
But
okay.
green screen, like this is the green screen right now. This brick wall. I just have it behind me, so now you don't have to see all my books. I just click on the screen and throw whatever I want back.
Oh, that's
there.
cool. That's cool. Yeah, I'm playing around too with it because let's see, mine is because we have the similar camera. I got a Logitech too, and mine is called the Logi Capture is the software that comes with it, and I think it has a green screen. I don't know yet, but as you can
mine,
see,
I don't think I didn't get any. I bought it used, so I didn't get any disc or anything like that. I didn't get any software. I just got the camera and I just plug it in. So I didn't get any software. This software I'm using for this, it's a Sony Studios. I bought this separately a long time ago.
I see.
Yeah, because I just got
knowing on something. Whenever you buy a editing program, never buy the one that says 2020, 2019, because those are gonna be super expensive.
Okay.
Buy something that's a little more dated, like 2017. Then you get it at a great price because everybody that has the 2018 version wants to buy the 2020, so they sell that 2018 for a lot cheaper.
Sure. This one just came with the. In fact, this one just came with the camera, right? And so just about 3 or 4 nights ago, I started to play around with it. So that's why when I saw you using the green screen, because I saw with your eyes, and I saw your note saying that you were be patient because you're playing around with it. I certainly understand that because I'm going to be doing the same thing. I think for me, it's always difficult.
You could buy on Amazon. You could buy the green cloth. The green, green cloth to put. You could get them like $20, maybe less.
Yeah, I just got one for around like 28.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a bad deal.
All right.
Yeah, definitely.
I need to up my YouTube channel game. All right, when it comes to this kind of stuff, I'm a little too.
That's one thing. Also, I got this screen and the lights. The reason I got these is because since we've been in quarantine, I haven't been going out, so I haven't been spending money. I've been saving money, So I'm like, well, I have money. I'm not spending at the bars or anything like that, or at restaurants. So I'm like, I have extra money. I was like, you know what? Since I'm at home and now I'm doing more videos, I was like, let me go ahead and order that green screen. Then Miami Cuddles told me, goes, be careful with the lights. Make sure you get lights. So I was like, well, fuck it. Let me order the lights with the cloth because without the proper lights, you're gonna get wonky editing.
Well, actually, it's funny because my daughter wants me to go back. This is my 60. I think I've done around 66, 65 episodes, and she wants me to go back and look at my first, a few of them, and do like a reaction video because there's a lot to be desired in those first ones. I might have to have like a drinking game on my first few episodes where every miss.
Save those for your milestones.
What's that? Yeah, right.
Say that for your milestones and come back and be like, yeah, because that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna
so do you guys? Let me ask you a question. I've heard back and forth when it comes to like at the beginning of the episode. Jesse, you just dive right in.
Editing program, the Vinci Resolve.
Resolve. Okay.
Real quick, I'm gonna run to the restroom. Them beers are getting through me.
Yeah, sure. And then, and actually, I might even write that down later on. A real good editing program is DaVinci Resolve. Okay, well, thanks.
Okay, yeah, guys, he does comics, 1904 comics, and he uses the program he used. He's talking like how I am right now, and in the background, you just see pictures of the comics.
Is it free software? We'll find out.
Is it a free 1904?
I think I ordered the same lights. Okay, well.
The ones I have right here. I ordered that light. The one I just showed you right now.
Yeah, you're professional, man.
I just got that. I just got that in, so I never used it. So I'm just barely messing with it right now.
Sure.
I went ahead and bought the whole package because I found it cheaper. It would have been like 130 if I bought everything separate, like one piece at a time. But if you bought everything in a bundle together, it was 89, I think. So I was like 89 or 130. I was like, I might as well order everything now. And
no, it's totally worth it. Yeah, it's totally worth it. That was definitely, if anybody's thinking of starting a channel, learn from my original mistake, which was, when I first started my audio, everything was probably, I did all the whatever you do, don't do this, and I probably did it. So, but hey, live and learn, right? He said, okay, 1904 comic said it's free, and that's DaVinci Resolve, and I am gonna take us just a second and write that down. But Jesse, do you have? You don't do an introduction to at the episode with like music and
no, I don't have an intro. I think people pay because there's people in the group. They work editing and stuff like that, so I think they pay them like $20 for an intro.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, then you kind of give them an idea of what you want on the intro.
Yeah,
and then they do it for you. But if you're really good at editing and stuff, I'm pretty sure you can make your own intro.
Well, I had my own for a while in the beginning. I had my own, and then people would let me know in the comment section. Just cut to the chase. So I just dive right in when it comes to the episodes, and even then I probably go. I average about a 15-minute episode. How long are your episodes generally?
About they could be anywhere between 10 and 15 minutes as well.
Okay.
To do a fragrance. I actually A 1904. Did I put the link on Twitter? I think I forgot to put it on Twitter, but I was putting it on Facebook. Let me check.
Well, Da Vinci Resolve. Thank you so much for that recommendation. I will check that out because each I'm like you, Jesse, probably in the sense that each month I have kind of a something I'm tinkering with when it comes to getting the episodes as good as I can.
I hear you. It takes time. You don't need to get everything all at once.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I was like in no hurry to get this stuff, but with everything that's been happening, I was like, let me go ahead and order it. But if not, I probably wouldn't have bought it because I would have been spending my money going out and stuff.
Sure. No, I mean the quarantine's it's a tough time, isn't it, for everybody? And take a second and hope wish everybody well and hope everybody is positive and safe and healthy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I don't know about you. I've had see, for us the weather's also been pretty bad, right? So even we've had many days where we really couldn't go out either, even to exercise, ride a bike or something. So there have certainly been days when I had cabin fever, ready to get out.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you. I kind of got used to being in here, but yeah, at first it was kind of boring the first few days.
Yeah. Well, that's one good thing is like tonight, what we're doing. How many people do you usually show up to the live chats?
They're usually in between 5 and like 8 or 9.
That's cool. All right, so announce your drink. Let's see. This is you've got Tecate, right?
Yeah, I got Tecate. What you got? A Fragrance Runner? It's
traditional lager. Well, actually, what country is from that?
Yuengling. I never heard of that one.
Me either.
Yuengling?
Yeah.
Oh, Yuengling's awesome, man. This is a traditional beer. You're gonna want to pour it, get the foam, get the carbon dioxide all the way out.
Really? Is it gonna spill over?
Nah, I stopped it. But
cool.
this is way too much foam. But when you want a nice foamy frosty,
yeah, you gotta give it that gangster league. When you're drinking it, you gotta tip it when you pour it so it doesn't get that much foam going.
Right down the little turn, so I was just like, "Fuck it, YOLO, all the way in." But
actually, you guys, when it comes to Corona, stopped making their beer right now, right? They are actually. I think they stopped production, didn't they? Just because.
I have no idea. I haven't bought beer. I've been having this in my refrigerator for like almost 3 weeks. I haven't bought beer in a while, so I don't even know.
Yeah.
You know what? If the stocks go down to Corona,
I feel bad for them. I'm pretty sure I saw where they stopped production. I'm assuming that just means temporarily.
Buy it while it's low. Buy it while.
Yeah, I'm gonna go buy me a 12-pack next time I'm at the market now.
No, that's why I'm saying that because get it while you can, or if you see a big sale price on it.
I'm not really big into Corona, but I'm gonna get me a 12-pack of beer in general. I stopped drinking Corona when I was like maybe 22, 23. I started not liking it. Like I started buying different types of beers and experimenting with different flavors.
Yeah.
And by myself, I started liking more Dos Equis.
Okay. Yeah, I love Dos Equis.
Yeah, I went from Dos Equis, and I went to Dos Equis Amber, the brown one.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The brown one, I started trying some of the other beers. The wheat beers came in, and now those other ones.
Yeah, I'm an IPA guy, and so.
Good man.
I was drinking IPA the last 6 years. IPA was more my thing, but like I'm trying to get back in shape, and IPA packs a lot of calories.
Oh man, does it ever?
I'm on the IPA, and I've been going back to regular beer, but now regular beer tastes watered down to me.
I know it does. Yep. But then when you get on your phone and check a calorie counter out for the the IPA you just had, you're like, oh
heavy,
wow,
it's heavy. You gain a lot.
They're really heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So
a 6-pack will take it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
IPA, a tall can, like a big bottle, like the one you have right there, Fragrance.
Yeah.
IPA one that size, it has as many calories as like a cheeseburger.
Oh, geez, guys, like
So
400,
if you drink 6 of those,
Yep.
if you drink 6 of those, it's like you just ate 6 burgers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, exactly. Like if you drink 5 or 6, you're done for the day, right? So
Yeah, you won't even be hungry.
uh, that's funny. That's funny.
That's what I mean.
Um,
Hey, what
well,
was the question before I left to the bathroom? You were asking something, Ben.
I was asking if you have an introduction on your episodes.
Nah, man, I'm like the most random uploader.
Yeah. I was telling Jesse, like I used to, and then a lot of them, the subscribers, just
Exactly.
viewers said, just cut to the chase. Yeah. So
Exactly.
I'm like that too. I'm pretty random with what days I drop them. I don't have like every Wednesday or every Friday. Like kind of
Yeah.
just like doing a video. Like someone commented on a video because I used to drop like one video every 2 or 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden I drop like 3 videos in a week. And somebody's like, "Hey, you're starting to do videos a lot more often now." I was like, "Yeah, because I'm at home all day now. Like,
uh-huh.
it keeps me busy."
You got more time on your hands to do more videos.
Yep. And I know I've been getting a lot more subscribers that way too, because again, you're putting out more content more constantly.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I just do it more out of tradition than anything, and just when my schedule opens up. So I do it every Friday. But I like the way you do it because I've noticed that you have gotten a good amount of
Yeah, since the
subscribers.
COVID-19 started the last maybe 3 weeks, my subscribers have been going up more. One, because I gotta give a shout out to Joy Amin. If you guys are familiar with his channel, you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Oh, I love that guy. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
if you're not, check it out. He gave me a shout out in one of his videos.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
that video, when I put it up, most of my videos will get like 80 views. I put that video up, then he gave me a shout out and he tagged me in a tag video. So I did the tag video, and most of my videos get like 80 views and 100, and this one got 500.
Oh,
And that's
cool.
like 30. So, so I knew all the traffic came in because of him, and I got like 30 new subscribers that day.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I got a jump because of him, and that kind of motivated me too to, then I started doing a few more and stuff. So now
Well, actually, it's funny you should mention him specifically because he's kind of the counter argument to the notion that we need to improve our episodes to get more viewers, because he's as you said, random. I mean, he doesn't have any issues with lighting. He just records, says his thing, does his thing, and gets out of there, and people love it.
Very raw, uncut, very
they uncut.
Very organic.
Yep, it is very organic. That's a good word, and I really like his episodes, and he has tons and tons of viewers. So it just goes to show you don't need all the bells and whistles.
A lot of it is the person.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. The person counts more than the equipment you have, because he goes on there and you could tell when he does the video, it's just very off the cuff. Like, it's not scripted. He's not trying to memorize what he's saying. It just comes to him and he just says it. It feels very organic when he speaks.
So do you guys go off the cuff, or do you have notes, or do you have kind of practice?
I try to memorize, like when I say, it's gonna last this long, or the price is this price. Those two things I always try to memorize. Then the notes I write down. I'm like, it has notes.
Yeah, no, it's always off the cuff. Like, this is just a random woman's fragrance, but I'll just do a review right now and be like, okay, guys, I got Essence here by Narciso Rodriguez. This is an iris-based scent. It's made by Alberto Mariles. It's extremely light and elegant. It's awesome. It's powdery. Women will love it. It's just kind of like that. I'm super random with it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I try to censor myself somewhat before I record, because sometimes I'll say something and I'll delete it and I'll do it over.
Yeah.
I'll delete the clip and I'll do it over because I know on these groups, some people are more sensitive than others. And sometimes I'll smell a fragrance. I'm like, man, this shit sucks. It's a piece of crap. And then I'm like, you know what? Let me delete that. Let me do it over, because somebody might love this fragrance and they feel like you personally attacked them.
Oh, I thought you meant because of the language. Yeah, but do you really think so? I mean, I think in the end, people would appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. I think in the comment sections of the big channels, if somebody, a lot of times when somebody's arguing, like, say, I just use Aventus as an example because the popular one, or Dior Sauvage. Let's say Dior Sauvage. I'm like, this fragrance sucks, this and that. And then another person's like, no, Sauvage is great. The argument will turn into, fuck Sauvage, fuck this. But you're not really saying fuck Sauvage. You're saying fuck that person. You're just saying Sauvage, right?
Wow.
And that person's like, oh, this and that. Like, you're both using the fragrance as like a metaphor to talk shit about each other now.
Right, exactly. And that, what I would say to that is, anybody who's like that is far too uptight, and you need to unwind. Okay, I mean,
but as the bigger your channel gets, you gotta know that stuff. Like, my channel's not big, so I don't have that issue. But I know with big channels, they know they got a big audience. You can't like the whole saying that you can't please all of the people all of the time.
Well, yeah, and not only that, but I mean, that's part of the reviews, right? Is that we're wearing these for a few days or whatever. Maybe we've worn it for years, but the point is that we can talk about longevity and projection and things like that. That are difficult for people to check out, right? Because they all know what people are hyping, but they might not know how long they last. And with these companies doing the reformulations and then putting out the flankers like the, intense and extreme and all this, they can put out fragrances that last 2 or 3 hours. So, I mean, consumers need to know that.
Yeah. That's totally true. Consumers, that's the most important thing they need to. At the end, you give your opinion whether you like it or not. Hey, I might hate it. You might love it.
Yeah,
but the fact you gotta always put out the facts that this is how long it's gonna last, and this is what the price is. It's the worth the price, and that's like facts. This is the price. It is what it is, and this is how long it lasts. Everything else is subjective, whether you like it or not. That's just an opinion at the end.
No, I don't know if you saw the one episode I had was I had Lalique Equus, and it's the one with the horse embossed in the bottle. And I swear to God, you guys, it was exactly like a hamster cage. I mean, it was exactly like a hamster cage. And it's like I got so many compliments on that damn thing, and as I could not wait for the bottle to be done. And almost every time I'd get these compliments, I was like, man, what did people see in this fragrance, But hey, to each his own. But that was definitely one that
man, like people love Tuscan leather.
Yeah,
I don't like it. Tuscan leather smells like a hamster cage. I don't
Does
like
it?
But I got my first thumbs down ever reviewing Tuscan leather, and I said I don't like it. And that was the first thumbs down I've ever got.
They gave you a thumbs down.
It's like that, man.
If you're being honest, I mean, come on. I mean, what's worse, right? Somebody who's not sponsored saying that they don't like something, or somebody who is sponsored, they got a free bottle, and then they kind of just throw it out as saying, yeah, I like it. I mean, let's be honest, right? Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. The three of us would probably go on record and say, I mean, if Amouage or Creed sent us a $400 bottle, well, that would influence our review.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like I was making this point last time, because when they say that doesn't influence my opinion, it does. It's like if somebody buys me a gift, this happened a bunch of times where they buy me a gift, it's like a shirt or something.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I'm like I like to pick up my own clothes because people are gonna buy me stuff I'm never gonna wear.
Right.
You don't say this thing is garbage. It was a gift. You're like, oh, it's real nice. Thanks. Like it's exactly. You wanna be respectful and courteous.
That's the innocent part of it right there. And then everybody tries to twist it into some evil scheme where it's like, oh, they're just shilling, they're this, they're that.
Yeah.
Like,
they're manipulating us. They were bought.
Yeah, well, and that's why, every once in a while, if I'll show a sample and people say, oh, you show a picture of the bottle. I need to do a better job of my visuals. Excuse me. But one of the things I would say is that, I review a lot of samples, but that's because I'm the one who's buying all this. So
yeah, you paid, so you have the right to voice your opinion of did you feel you got your money's worth. If you feel disappointed, it's perfectly fine to make a video saying, you know what, you'll feel it in yourself. Like, I don't feel happy with this purchase. Like, I wasted my money.
Yeah,
or you'll feel like excited, like, oh hell yeah, like you know how you feel.
Well, one of the things I wanted to ask you guys tonight was, if you do have one, do you have a favorite, whether it be designer or niche? Do you have a favorite house, or you have a least favorite?
Armani.
Yeah.
I grew up liking Giorgio Armani a lot.
No way, really.
When I was a grown up, now that I have so many fragrances, also because I wasn't exposed to I knew about a lot of brands, but I didn't buy a lot of brands. Like I bought Perry Ellis, I bought Armani Code, Calvin Klein. And from like those brands I bought, Armani was the best one. I was like, yeah, this one's like heads and feet over the other brands that I was wearing. I was like, this one's just so much better. But now that I'm trying a lot of other stuff, I can't necessarily say I have a favorite brand. But if you tell me the last 10 years before, it was always Armani.
Armani. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to almost go with Armani as well. I mean, I like the thing I would say when I said almost is because my honorable mention though would be Givenchy. What I like about Givenchy is I might not love, like what my signature scent is not a Givenchy, but what I like about the company is there's nothing I don't like, I really like their releases. I don't know that I absolutely, positively love them, but I really like what they do, and I always feel confident that they'll put something out that's good. So that would be my
I
honorable
want to
mention.
try their cologne, but I want to pay like around 40. I think it's going for like 60 or something. So I want to wait till around, if I could find it around 40.
Yeah, they
So
have a
do,
ton.
do you guys go on? Well, now of course now we're all buying online, but in under normal situations, do you guys usually buy online, or do you go to like TJ Maxx, or do you
No,
look for
I
discounters?
normally buy online. Me personally, since I was like in high school, maybe since I was like 20, I've been buying online. Like
Okay.
once I found out about Fragrance Net,
Yeah,
I make an order of like 3 or 4 colognes. Once the year's over, I make another order of another 3 or 4.
sure.
When those run out, I order another
Yep.
3 or 4. And I
Which
do an
one
order a
is it?
year for like
Is it
50.
is it Fragrance Net or is it Fragrance X that sends you like the magazine subscription, even if you ask you specifically say you don't want it? I never remember which one of the two, but it's always kind of annoying because if you get one of them, I think it's Fragrance Net, if I'm not
Oh
mistaken.
man, 'cause
Yeah,
I just ordered
right.
from them for the first time today.
Oh, really? Well, it's one of the two, though. And even if you click, I don't want the year subscription. Like in a month, I got like Golf Digest, out of the clear blue, and I was like, I don't want this, and I had to
I ordered
call.
from Fragrance Net. I've never got their.
Okay, so it must be Fragrance X then. It's one of the
I've
two.
never
I know
ordered
that.
from another company besides Fragrance Net. Anything
Okay.
else was from eBay.
Okay,
But
so
I'm gonna
Eddie, did
start,
you get it
I
from
wanna
Fragrance Net then?
because I want to
Yeah,
buy.
I got the Black Gold. The
And I
Black
see
Gold, I had the
1904
Black Gold.
Comics has just said that the last IPA he had was Lagunitas, which is just a fantastic. Yeah, that's a fantastic IPA.
That one's real strong in my opinion.
It certainly is.
Yeah, no, Fragrance Net. I don't think does that, but I'm gonna order my first order maybe tomorrow of Fragrance Buy. It's the first time I'm gonna use another company because we have our milestone, which I wanna buy, and they don't have it on Fragrance Net, so I'm gonna go ahead and make my order there.
I see. If you guys could come up with a hidden gem, is there one that you would say kind of flies under the radar that you just so happen to absolutely love that a lot of people don't know about?
Oh, bro, we could go through that with the Da Vinci line alone.
Uh,
The Da Vinci line has tons of them, like Pie Neo, regular pie starting to become one.
Yeah.
Regular play was amazing. It was like a refreshing version of Play Intense. Play
Intense would be my vote.
Play Intense, yeah, I have it right over there. When you were talking about Da Vinci, I was tempted to go grab it, and I love it.
Yeah, it got discontinued. I don't know if you know that. But
That's the one that looks
That's
like
crazy,
right?
It's
What's that?
Yeah, it's got like the play button and the fast forward.
Yeah, it's an MP3 player, and then it's clear, and then it's the Givenchy Play Intense is a black one, and it's
black.
Oh man, it's out of this world. Have you ever smelled Givenchy Play Intense, Jesse?
Yeah,
it's amazing. It's amazing.
Givenchy I have is Casual Chic.
Okay,
that one. It's a soft projector, but it's nice. It's going for like more of an elegant touch.
Givenchy Play Intense is a really nice gourmand, and it has a very a very strong cacao note to it, and it's just brilliant. It's good stuff.
I'm probably not gonna
more mature.
You don't like it? Yeah.
I think I'm not gonna like it because I don't like coffee or gourmand type fragrances. I got Montel.
No Angelman for you, huh?
Cafe. Have you tried Intense Cafe?
Yes, I have.
I got that one. I sold it. I didn't like it.
Really?
How much you sell it for?
But that's probably that could also be influenced by where you live too, right?
Yeah, because it's hot here all the time. So it's hot, and you. So
I mean,
it
makes sense.
Very sweet, and it smells almost like how I smell when I drink beer and then I sweat. It smells almost like that to me. Like he's wearing it. I'm like, man, it smells like I just drank beer or something. Or like when you're drinking in the backyard and you have a bunch of empty beer cans and you throw them all in the big blue trash can, and then you also have like a party, right? So you're also throwing empty soda cans. So all that sugar from the beer and the soda, that smell it gives, that's how it smells to me.
That is that is an interesting take on that one, I have to tell you.
Yeah, it's very sugary and I just couldn't do it. I wore it 2 times and I was like, no, I'm gonna just sell it.
That's crazy, man. I love it.
One of the ones that I bought recently because I found it in a damaged box was Body Koros, and that one is another sweet one. So if you don't like sweet ones, you won't like this one. But I've been wearing that a ton, and man, I love that one so much. I'm definitely gonna get another bottle of that. Good stuff.
Churros. I heard it smells like the public restrooms, like those
No. So this
restrooms.
is Body Koros. Yeah, Body Koros is like a eucalyptus medicinal one. And then, but the one you're talking about is just the original one from the 70s. That is Koros, and that one is cat piss on a 70s carpet. That's exactly what that is. It is awful.
It's got the civet.
Got a lot of R. Kelly fans in the groups. We have a lot of R. Kelly fans that love that pissy smell. They get off on it.
Well, obviously somebody likes it, right? Because I mean, it's been they're still making it. It's still in production. Man, not my thing. No way.
Grandma loves it.
I've never tried it, so I don't know. I mean, I smelled urinal cakes in the bathroom. I like the way it smells. It makes the restroom smell clean. It's a clean, strong smell.
So it's a civet note that does that, and I have to say, I recently checked it out at an airport. I was like, maybe I'm just being too hard on this fragrance, and maybe it's been reformulated enough that I was
not real anymore.
I was like, yeah, no, I still detest it. No way.
Yeah, the civet is not. Oh, whoops, I'm slurring. It's a synthetic civet now.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Which almost makes it worse. It's like fake animal piss.
Exactly. It's like synthetic animal urine. Exactly.
You ever drive through the freeways?
It's odd.
You get that strong skunk smell.
Man.
Skunk piss.
That's what that French people like.
Well, the only exception, by the way, was when I sampled Amouage Gold, because that when you just smell it right straight from the bottle, it smells a lot like 70s, and like animal piss. And I thought, wow, this is not going to be end well. But once it interacted with my body's chemistry on my skin, wow, it was really good. In fact, I would even go out and say that I would get a full bottle of that one if I found it at the right price. And people are really interested in that.
For men, it comes in that bottle, kind of like Grape Vetiver. That fragrance, when you first spray it on, it smells a little bit dated and kind of old school. But give it like 2 hours, and it doesn't smell like useful, but it doesn't smell that old manish anymore.
Okay.
I think it smells fire once it's like settled down for 2 hours.
Yeah, that's the good stuff. You gotta let it settle down.
Yeah,
I think that one's underrated. If you're patient and you can wait those 2 hours, let it change into that other scent. It's a real nice fragrance.
I definitely need to do more of my Tom Ford research. That's for sure.
Oh man, another one on my wish list is Neroli Portofino.
Yeah,
and Metallique. Metallique is nice. It's a nice vanilla set.
You asked Jesse. You mentioned too at the beginning of the show that we were going to take a look at kind of our wish list and things. The one thing I would definitely say, I have to tell you guys, when I sampled it, I loved it, and I cannot find a bottle. It's the Lolita Lempica. I think it's called like
Al Masculine.
Yeah, Al Masculine. Yep. Does he have it? Oh my God!
He has a lot of fragrances I've never heard of. Like,
man, look, it's got star anise in it, and I normally don't like that. It's the black licorice note, right?
Yeah, it's like a Jägermeister type of smell.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, that's even better. And I normally don't like that, but that thing, oh man, that is. So the one I have. So Eddie, help me out here. The one I have is green, or the bottle was green, and that was what? Isn't that the intense version?
The one I have right now is the original Al Masculine.
Okay, so then what I had was Au Masculine Intense then, because it was a dark green bottle, and I have to tell you, oh man, but the original stuff as well is amazing. You cannot find that stuff anywhere.
Exactly, I love them both, bro. Shout outs to you, man.
Where did you get that? Where did you get it?
At the place I was working.
Oh man, that is so cool. I can tell you guys right now, I would not want to work at a fragrance store.
No, that's why I quit.
I wouldn't get a paycheck. Yeah, I just.
No, I quit because it got overwhelming. Like, between like the YouTube, the people working there, like it got complicated and stuff like that. So
yeah, I can see that.
I'm not too familiar with that brand. I don't see a lot of talk about it.
It's more a women's brand.
Okay, I might have to check those out.
Oh man, it's
prices on that stuff.
if you can find it, not too bad, right? But so you guys probably know this, but Europe, what was it, a few years ago? In fact, Eddie, help me out if you can, but I know a few years back, Europe went to no animal testing. And so they had to reformulate a lot in the 2000s. So a lot of notes
Like
you couldn't use them anymore. Yeah. And so they had to do reformulations of these fragrances.
Oh, that might have been what happened to Curls.
To Curve?
To Curls?
Oh, yeah, to Koros. Yeah. Oh, no doubt. I have zero doubt on that one. Yeah. I mean, think about it, right? It's when you have civet note as a dominant note, it's not gonna, it's not gonna make it anymore. So they're gonna have to reformulate that one immediately. But I think what happened with Lolita Lempica is it was a big one in Europe, and I don't know why it didn't hit, because it's a really, really nice fragrance. So that would be my wish list. Number one, actually, on my wish list is if I could just find it.
Okay.
What about Chicago? If I find it, I'll let you know.
On your list.
Yeah, what's on your wish list, Jesse?
Me, I was looking for that Dolce & Gabbana velvet leather, which I recently bought. So that was the big one on my list from the expensive ones. Mm-hmm. And the only other kind of expensive one I have on my list is Bois Mysteriex from Guerlain.
Okay.
It's more just out of curiosity. I want to see what it smells like, but it's expensive. So I'm like, I don't want to blind buy it. But I'm pretty sure if I buy it and I don't like it, I shouldn't have a problem selling it.
Yeah, that's true.
Easy. So I'm just waiting to see if I find it at a price I like, and I'll buy it. Anything else? The Milestone's on my list.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. You mentioned that one earlier.
Yeah, that one I'm gonna buy probably maybe on Friday. I'll probably buy Milestone. Because I did like Melissino Imperial, but it just didn't last a long time. So I didn't want to, I'm not trying to spend $200 on it. But at $30-$40, I'm going to buy the Milestone. And what else was really big on my list right now? I think those were the main ones, was those two. One Mysterio and Milestone. Oh, I seen a Baccarat Rouge, Al Harmain made a Baccarat Rouge clone. So I might go ahead and buy that this week. So I might order 2 or 3 fragrances, and it'll probably be those two.
One that's really out there, I don't know if I want to say it's on my wish list, but it really is intriguing, is one called Halloween Man. Have you guys ever?
It's a 1 million clone.
Yeah, is that what it is? Okay, all right.
Close. I got that tattoo version, and I just gave a coworker today the women's tattoo version.
Really? Yes, really? I was gonna say people like it. People like it. I did not know that it was a copy of 1 million though.
I know, but if you could try it, get it. It's good. Get it because it's a collectible.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you guys tried
the proposal?
What was that, Jesse? I didn't catch it.
Have you guys tried 1 million cologne?
Yeah, I liked it. It has like a kind of twinkle, a spark to it.
I have not tried the cologne, and I will go on record and say yes, although I'm not the age group that they're looking for, but I like 1 million. I mean, I don't know that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to buy that because I saw the price on it.
It's cheap.
And it's pretty cheap. It goes for like $40, $35.
No. You can get it cheaper.
I was like, you know what? I might go ahead and order. I didn't like 1 million too much because I found it. I didn't hate it, but it's not something I would wear that often. It's too strong and sweet. It's like a Big Red Gun. Remember Big Red Gun?
Yep.
It smells like that to me, or like Fireball the whiskey.
Yeah.
It has that cinnamon.
No, it's definitely Firewater. Yeah. That's
so I found that to be too strong. I was like, I don't think this is a scent I walk around wearing every day. Like I won't wear it too often.
Sure.
But I do want to try that cologne version.
Yeah, I'll have to. With Paco Rabanne, I felt like I was either going to get 1 million or Invictus. I felt like I didn't need to have both, and so I went with Invictus. And I'm a huge. Oh yeah, I heard that one was amazing as well.
Yeah, that one's good. I want to buy that one too.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to buy that one,
but I do want to get that one.
That's the one. It's Pure Excess, but it's the one where it says Pure and then it's the letter X and letter S, right? Yeah. I'll check that one out. All right.
I have the regular one that just says Excess. It's okay, but I want to get the other one. I might
got black Excess.
The other one, I might get this one.
Okay. Man. Well, you have a big collection when as soon as you ask Eddie something, he gets up and just shows you a physical bottle of it. That's pretty cool.
I mean, I wish I could take my laptop and kind of like show you guys. It's just because I've gotten rid of like 200 fragrances, and I still have like 300 fragrances.
Dang!
That's a lot.
Wow!
But it's just in the designer realm because I started off in the niche store.
Yeah, but who cares? That's incredible! Wow!
It's just fragrance all around me. That's why I left the fragrance shop. It was an overstimulus of fragrance, just like everywhere I went. I got tired of it.
So that's why I'm looking to sell some I have doubles of, and then I'm like, what do I need doubles of if I'm never even gonna finish one bottle? You know? So
yeah, it's too tempting though. If you see it at a price point that you can't refuse, then you got to grab it. In fact, so I'll just throw this out. What is the one fragrance that you had the most bottles of?
I had like 3 or 4 Aqua Mara.
Burberry Brett.
Yeah, Burberry. Aqua Amata is really a nice one. I just got that one a while back. I really enjoyed that one. In fact, more than Aqua. I like the flanker better. Well, you probably noticed from that one episode I did, but yeah, I've had like way too many bottles of Aqua de Joe, and I'll just never, keep it out of my collection. So I mean, that's an easy one for me.
Yeah, I had over the course of my life. The one I bought rebought a lot was Cool Water. I bought at least like probably 8 bottles over, like, one runs out, because it's so cheap, you just buy another. Like.
Exactly, and that's what I mean is if you're TJ Maxx or something and you see it for like $8 or $10, it's like
that's where you buy 1 million cologne.
Yeah,
go to TJ Maxx or Ross, you get it for like $20.
Yep,
forget that 40.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I bought maybe 2 or 3 bottles of Aqua di Gio as well. I bought it less, not because I liked it any less, but because it was more expensive.
Sure.
So it was more like a splurge, especially back when you're young. It was like $70.
Well, I bought that travel set. You probably saw that in my episodes. I've got this huge bottle of it, right? And then it comes with a little thing like you take the cap off, and then you can fill it up each time, so you always have a travel size. Yeah, and I bought that, and
cool. So
it's like cool.
A splash on the bottle?
It's a splash on the bottle, and then it actually the cap from the travel size goes onto the bottle. It's really nice, but I will say it's definitely a lot lighter. You pointed it out earlier, but it's definitely a lot lighter than it used to be.
Yeah, than it used to be.
It's because of the perfumes coming out.
Yeah, try out that Blue Touch. I'm telling you, try out that.
Blue Touch. Actually, let me write that right down right now.
Frank
with Blue Touch for $20, and I think it's better than spending $50 on Aqua di Gio.
Do you like it? Do you like it better than that Perry? Have you ever smelled that Perry Ellis 360?
Red.
Yeah.
That one's okay too. That one smells nice too. You could go either one.
It really does, actually.
Closer to the real thing. It smells more accurate.
Okay.
The other one's a little different.
Yeah, I forgot it was 360 red. Yeah.
The thing about both those brands, and I'm gonna tell you this from just working the shops, they have like a year's worth of their prime. That first year is their prime. After that, they're gonna the syntheticness and they're gonna wear down and break down. Especially Perry Ellis. Perry Ellis breaks down pretty quick.
Okay, so the notion of a shelf life.
Does it's on the box.
Okay.
Yeah. Because all fragrances have a shelf life, but a lot of times these fragrances, they go a little bit quicker than they should.
Well, and that's kind of the argument with the discounters, right? It's like they notice they have to say we don't sell knockoffs, but they don't have to say how long. Maybe they're getting something that's on a shelf somewhere. Yeah, that's the problem.
Been at the warehouse.
I got a Nissi Miyake once. It was a blue one. And I think it was called Blue actually, but it had an herbal green smell, which is why I hesitated. But I got that one discounted for super cheap, and it had kind of a foul smell to it. So it might have been sitting on the shelf.
When they go bad, it gets like you get the opening for like 5 seconds, 30 seconds, then you get the dirty, dusty smell.
Yeah.
Always when you get a fragrance that went bad, I have one right here. It's always good to save it, so that when you get another fragrance and you're not sure if it's bad, compare them to the one that went bad.
Yeah, because that's how I learned. That's how you get a gauge, a range.
Okay. Yeah. Now, do you guys blend your fragrances at all?
Oh, of course, man.
No, I don't layer. I layer with like sometimes because I like showering at night. Some people shower mornings. I shower at night. So when I shower at night, I throw moisturizer and stuff on.
Yeah.
So then I play a little bit with layering. Like I put a moisturizer of one thing. I have a lot of moisturizers from Bath and Body Works.
Sure.
So I put one moisturizer of one scent, then I put a cologne of a different scent, just to kind of see the layering, how I like it. Or sometimes I have a lot of the body sprays too. So I'll put like one moisturizer, then like a different. At first, I used to put the same moisturizer and same body spray, so match. But then since I have so many of them, I have not a lot, but like 10. So then I started playing around like, nah, I'm gonna put this moisturizer with this other body spray.
Okay.
Then,
Dang.
Moisturizer with this cologne, and then I started just doing all that at home though, like at night before I go to sleep. But in the
Right,
daytime, I don't
exactly.
do that. When I go out, I don't do that. I just throw on one fragrance.
Just only one. Yeah, I've never layered.
Nah, man, one of my favorite layerings is actually Aqua de Joe with Bill and Blue. That's like a low-key secret right there. And you gotta spray them from afar.
All right.
Don't do spray. Do it from afar so the mist distributes and layers evenly.
Well, you said we're getting the Eddie VIP experience here. So
yeah, then you got a lot of hair. You got a lot of hair.
Yeah, I got it in a ponytail right now. Yeah, I just got it in a ponytail right now. I just got up for work and I was like, fuck it. Let me just.
You spray your hair though?
I use conditioner and gel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you spray your hair with cologne?
They like to spray their hair.
Nah, I do more like a mist. Like if I do something like this, I'll spray up and just
just kind of walk into it. Okay.
After my spray routine though.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, because I spray I don't even have hair, but I spray my head. Like some people spray the back of their neck.
Yeah.
I spray the back of my head like that.
Because that's what I spray.
Well, especially in warmer climates, you know what? I had really, really good luck if it's if it's a hot day out. Of course, you're wearing shorts, obviously, and spray the back of my knees. Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I hear a lot of people spray the back of their
They do.
I've never done that.
No, it's a pulse point, and I was very, very amazed. For obvious reasons, I don't spray in my hair, so I spray in the back of my knees, and it worked out great. Yep, that's exactly right.
I'm gonna try that. Like you mentioned, especially with summer coming up.
Oh, if it's humid
I
out
spray here,
which
is equivalent to the knees, I guess, but I spray here. Always.
Yeah. I always spray my inner elbows too.
Do you? I always think of Al. Remember? Did you guys ever watch? What was his channel?
I spray my inner elbows and my two sides of my neck.
Do you? Yeah, I do. Yep, I do. One in each side of the neck, one in each wrist, and then some. It depends. I usually do 4 or 6. So like if I do, if I need a little bit more, if it doesn't have good projection, then I'll put it on my inner elbows too. I usually have long sleeve shirts, so I don't usually put too many sprays on my elbows, but it depends. But yeah, remember Al? Did you ever watch that guy from I think Brooklyn? Yeah, Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Was it Brooklyn Frag Lover was his name? The guy would start out and go, "Yo, Al here, talking street sense." Remember his thing was his thing was like people should never ever rub their wrists together. So
he doesn't know what he's talking about. I could disprove that in like a minute.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of my friends do that. They spray their wrist and they go like that. They like a lot of people I know like
if he swears on that, he wouldn't be able to work in fragrance. Like half the customers would be like, "What the hell is this guy talking about? I've been rubbing my fragrance the whole life."
Really? Yeah.
I personally don't recommend it, but it is a method. It's part of fragrance control. If
Sure.
you want to middle down a fragrance, you rub it in, and you don't heat it up like that. You just gently glide it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. And then, so
I had a buddy of mine one time, and I was at work. He wanted me to try a fragrance, and I rubbed it in, and then he saw right there. I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm working with coworkers. I'm working with a lot of people. I'm not trying to get 6 feet of projection. I'm just trying to, hone it in."
Yeah.
Just whoever comes in your space bubble.
Exactly.
Exactly. So that's why I usually skip the inside of my elbows just because of that. If I've got a long sleeve shirt, I feel like I'm not going to really. It's not going to matter anyway.
When I go out, I don't really go clubbing anymore because I'm already a little old, so I don't go to clubs as much. Like the loud music and having to speak over the music to somebody, that's all like annoying to me now.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, I used to go dancing and stuff a lot, so I wore the long sleeve shirts. And I did the same. I would spray my neck, the back of my head, and I'll spray inside my shirt.
Yeah.
I'll spray inside my shirt so the shirt could smell. But I didn't spray my elbows either or wrist because I had long sleeves on. Right.
Sure. I think we've all had those times where we, wore a little bit.
Yeah. Then you go to
much.
the bathroom. When you're in the club, you go to the bathroom, and in the bathroom, once you wash your hand, they have a bunch of colognes. Always go with spray because you're gonna give them that $1, so spray like a lot everywhere.
You're gonna tip them anyway, so you might as well get your money's worth, huh?
Yeah, get your money's worth, and also not only do you get your money's worth, but you're in the club, so you want to smell strong, so people can smell your.
Well, have you ever smelled Amouage Interlude Man, which is affectionately called the Blue Beast. In fact, some people say the Blue
Yeah,
Beast so
I
much.
have I have some right here.
Do
Interlude man.
you really? Yeah. Oh my God, that stuff could seriously last 24 hours. No
Yeah.
joke. I mean,
Yeah,
that
I smelled that
is
a long time ago. I don't remember.
I
What it
dang.
heard it
smells
was
like.
I heard it was reformulated because people told
Ah.
me that it lasts like 20
Yeah, I've
hours.
been saying
The one
that.
I had, it lasts maybe 8 to 10 hours.
Ah, that's too bad. Yeah. Oh yeah, because they went. Remember, they went for. They either went to a magnetic cap or they went away from it. I don't remember which one.
Yeah, it's
But
magnetic now. It's a
yeah,
magnetic
is that
cap.
what it is?
Still 10
Okay.
hours, it's still pretty strong. 10 hours, like it still smells strong. But I heard it used to last like 20 hours.
No, the sample I had was like, yeah, seriously. After, and I'm talking, it even lasted after a shower, and my watch band smelled for like a week. I mean, it was
Yeah,
it was powerful stuff.
I felt that way with Carlisle. If you ever smell Carlisle, because the Carlisle right now, it's a newer one. It came out like last year.
Okay,
That one is just as strong as the Interlude Man that I have. The Carlisle from
I've never smelled it.
Harley. I sprayed it. I left my shirt hanging right here. That thing was there for like a week. That shirt hanging, and it still smelled. And honestly, I didn't want to take it down because since the whole room will smell, I wanted to leave it up there so it won't smell dirty. So it'll smell nice when I come inside.
That's
the
why
house.
people spray
Yep.
the curtains.
Yeah,
Yeah, I should have sprayed the curtain. No, we don't have curtains, but we have blinds. But yeah, it was like I had it up there, and I just left the shirt there, and it will smell. And I was like, I'm just gonna leave it there so I could get whiffs of it. Even though I like the smell, I just didn't like it on myself.
really.
I sold that bottle. I bought it, wore it like 2 or 3 times, and then I sold it. I go, nah, I don't like this fragrance. Like, not that I don't like smelling it. 'Cause I like smelling it when I come in the house. I like smelling it in the room. But
Yeah.
I didn't like wearing it. I didn't like smelling it on.
I
Because
see.
everyone's chemistry is different, so everything
Yeah.
smells different on everyone.
To me, it felt like it had kind of like it was like spicy, and it had like a strong rose note, like a thick, waxy rose.
Yeah.
Not a,
Because that note probably
fan of
pops
that.
more on your skin.
yeah, so that's really the only reason I was like, I'd rather have like the $150 than the bottle. Like,
Sure.
I felt
Yeah.
that.
One that I wore recently that I had heard, speaking of hype or lack thereof, right? I heard a lot of people said bad things about Amouage's Beach Hut, man. And I had a sample of it. It was one of those ones where I bought a sampler set and then they threw in, I think on one of the packages, they threw it in as the freebie.
I gotta
right?
buy that one. That's also you remind me. That's also on my list.
Yeah, no, I really, really like that one. That came out of nowhere for me. And
Yeah,
that
I
is,
have a clone and it's nice. It's gonna something I'm gonna buy a bottle of when I find it at a price I like.
do you have any creeds at all?
I only have Royal Oud and Creed Viking.
Oh, wow. You got Viking?
Yeah, that one's nice. I like it. That's the only the Oud, the Royal Oud. I have like that big Blascon, whatever you call it thing.
Yeah.
But it's okay. But I don't need the whole thing, so I'm gonna sell most of it.
I see.
And I'm only gonna keep like a 60 mil for myself.
Okay. Eddie, how about you? Do you have a creed?
Yeah, no, I don't have any creeds. I always just in the samples because I used to have them at the shops, so I used to just spray them there. But guys, I'm getting a lot of messages coming in, so I'm gonna hop off now, man. It's
Cool.
been hella fun with you guys. I hope to do this again soon.
Yeah, for sure. It's been nice having you. And
Yeah.
message me, keep in contact, and see whenever you want to hop on again with another stream.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it was nice meeting you.
Yeah, I'm already subbed to you. I subbed you earlier today when Jay sent me the message.
Oh,
you were
that's
gonna
cool.
Join us. So yeah, I'm already
thank
on
you.
your channel.
I will do the same. I will do the same. And happy birthday to you in 22 minutes.
Hey, thank you, Jesse.
Oh yeah,
Jay.
Just about almost
Thank
your
you,
birthday.
bro.
Happy early
Yeah.
birthday, man.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Jay, having me on. Thank you, Ben. Nice to
You
meet
betcha.
you, man.
Nice to
I
meet
had a
you.
lot of fun tonight, man. And
Yeah,
that's
it
not
was good, it
the
was good.
beer talking. I promise.
Yeah,
Even
it was
if
good.
it were,
Exactly right,
that's okay.
Man, you guys are the awesome, man. You guys are the best.
Take
But
it
yeah,
easy.
man, I'm gonna catch you next time.
All right.
All right, man.
Nice
For
to
sure,
meet you
keep in
guys.
contact on Facebook.
Hey, definitely, bro.
Yeah,
And then
Sounds good, man.
I'm gonna catch you on Facebook.
Okay. All right.
For
Sounds
sure.
good.
I'm gonna look you up. I'll find you some.
Yeah. Sounds good, man.
Yeah. Well, he's right. I think the viewerships already went down. Everybody logged off. It's getting kind of late in most places.
Sure. Yeah.
So,
No,
we'll
this
go
worked
ahead
out.
and end it here, but don't log off. I'll talk to you right now after the stream, real quick.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
All right, guys. It's been nice chatting and everything. Thanks for everyone that showed up. Show support for the channel. Love it. I really appreciate it. And stay tuned for the next live chat, man. Check you guys out next time.